The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. The Trojans.
Number 19.
Way to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Bettis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So the USC Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Man, you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Hawkins. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Trojans are flying down the field, feeling some heat. They're setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Got it in the middle. It's Horn. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. New Mexico State lines up quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments, considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That's reeled in. It's Jeffrey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nice move to keep running. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. New Mexico State lines up quickly. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Fights off the defender. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The new set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fires one high and deep. Touchdown Trojans! And to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 24, New Mexico State 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Fast motion from the offense. He's back to throw on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your USC Trojans will take
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
Coming after him. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quick completion on the out.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Caught over the middle. It's Horn. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to UCLA. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Ran through the contact. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. No, he just flat ran over it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Goodness gracious, that's 3 for 3 now on 4th downs. That's just, it's nuts. I don't think you're going to make a living on this. I don't think you're always going to make this happen. And defensively, just keep trying to get him to 4th down. You're going to get a stop on one of these plays.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Trojans! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
USC 40, New Mexico State 0.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The shotgun on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A 3rd and long coming up here.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
Number 13.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. 1st down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They feed him again. Smashes through. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Move the chains with that completion now on 1st down. They're going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. And the try is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Horn. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off play action. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the tag. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab it. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Good enough for a first down.
The give to the lone running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Across the 25, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And the punishment has been extended.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense. That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the fly motion. Hard running there. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, going up top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Quick completion on the out route. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got his man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Slings it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a dub.
A third down try for the offense. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They want that clock to run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. This time they'll go to the running game. Shakes off the tackler. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Looking left. Makes a connection. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.